Day 1186. It's 1 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I have to wake up in 2 hours to go and take my dad to the airport and then go to church after that. So we have to get him to the airport by 4:30 in the morning. So it's going to be an early morning. But today, best day of the trip, hands down. God showed up last minute, the last day, and the last minute he showed up. I did that call this morning, super excited, then went and met my mom and dad at In-N-Out. We had lunch, then we went and played Frisbee, which was really fun. And after that, we went and got frozen yogurt. And after that, I was just like tired. I just wanted to go home and lay down. And I had a choice, either go home and lay down or go to Starbucks with my mom and dad and create a vision for the future for the next year. And I was so close to just being like, yeah, I just need to go home and get some rest. I'll pick you guys up in the morning, take you to the airport. And man, that would have been the worst. I would have had so much regret. And I would have looked at this trip like, it was all right, but man, I thought it would be much better. I thought God was going to do something. But I chose to go to Starbucks. They said, what do you want to do now? I was like, we're going to Starbucks to work on our vision for the future. And we sat down and I had to map out their two futures, their mediocre future and their greatest future. And man, we just had the most amazing conversation. We were there for like 3 hours or 4 hours, just having the deepest conversations, and God was giving me so much wisdom and so much clarity and discernment. It was just crazy. I couldn't believe the things that were coming out of my mouth. It was incredible. My dad was having huge breakthroughs, seeing the life that he can live and what he could do, and talking about things like going into prisons and helping men, overcome, addiction, and teaching kids how to swim and all these amazing things. It was just, I literally got to see him come to life. And that's what I've been waiting for all week. And I got to see it. I got to see the shift. I got to see him wake up and his soul come to life. And the same thing with my mom. My mom and I, we almost got in an argument. She got up and she walked out of the Starbucks to just breathe. And she came back in and she sat down, and I was frustrated. And I was going to say something, and what came out of my mouth was, "We love you. You know that? Are you sure you know that?" I was like, wait, is that me saying that? And she looked at us and she just said, "I just feel so guilty and ashamed." And she started crying. And that vulnerability that she had just opened up the whole conversation. And we had this amazing conversation. It was life-changing. And my mom started to go over her vision for her life. And she came up with this idea of creating these sober living facilities for women that help them break addiction through God, and combining her love for plants and animals, where she could turn it into an animal sanctuary, and these women can come and learn how to break addiction and follow God and take care of animals and, grow their own food, all these amazing things. And it was just like she could build an empire of sober living facilities for women that are based on God. And it was just to see her come to life. Her eyes light up, her spirit light up, was just the most amazing thing. It was probably the most amazing experience I've ever had with my mom and dad. It was just so powerful. And to think I almost missed out on that so I could go get some sleep. Man, I would have never forgiven myself for that. I would really need God to forgive myself on that one. But I wouldn't have known what I missed out on. I wouldn't have known. But now I see it and I'm like, wow, just incredible. I see my mom and dad completely differently. Just a different level of greatness. And to see them talk about these things and light up and be excited was just the most fulfilling thing ever. And so I got back here and I showered. And I was like, I need to go to sleep. And then I remembered, I got to write them cards. They both got me a card. I haven't opened them yet. And I told them I have cards for them because I bought the cards, but I haven't filled them out yet. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to go to sleep. And it's just like, what? Tell them how proud of them you are. So I just spent the last 30 or 45 minutes writing their cards, and I'm so glad I did. It's worth missing out on some sleep because I'm so proud of them. I'm so blown away. Like, wow. Incredible. So it's crazy. We were all saying, sitting there at Starbucks, this is what we needed. We needed this. God showed up at the last minute, the last night, the last minute. He showed up. We needed this so bad. We were waiting for this. And it was just so amazing because my dad got to see God move, like, truly. And my mom and I have been feeling like something's missing. We're doing something wrong. And God showed up. Wow. Last Christmas was incredible. This Christmas was incredible because of what God did. And I wrote out my vision of the future. The two visions, the one with me being mediocre and small, and one with me being great. And then I had them come up with the two identities that they could choose to be, their mediocre self or their greatest self, and then a Bible verse to help them live into it. And it was just like, man, right away I explained it to my dad, grabbed his pen, he wrote down loser on one side, winner on the other. And then my mom had the same one. And then for me, it was the guy who's all talk and the real deal. And this year, I'm declaring I'm going to be the real deal on every level. People are going to look at me and say, Chris is the real deal with his faith, with his business, with his finances, with his relationships. Like, that guy's just the real deal. So, yeah, it was just incredible. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you so much. What a gift. Such a blessing. The best. So, we're staying in a different Airbnb. It's super nice, which is great. Thank you for that too, God. It's 1 block away from where I used to live when I moved here at the co-living space. Literally 1 block down the street. It's crazy. So anyway, I need to get my 2 hours of sleep before I have a full day at church tomorrow. So that's it.